I'm reading a book about generosity, and there's a story that caught my heart this morning. And it was about a woman who was a single mom at Thanksgiving time, and she was resigned to simply have canned food for Thanksgiving dinner all by herself because she had no money, she had nothing. She was trying to make it, had just gone through a terrible divorce, and was just resigned and hopeless. And a knock at the door made her run and discover that she was given by an anonymous giver a Thanksgiving meal, an entire meal for her daughter and herself. And she was so moved by this anonymous donor that it changed her life. She was a nurse, was just starting out, and for 10 or 15 years, the story goes, she would care for people with a generous heart because she had seen someone anonymously go above and beyond and give her a Thanksgiving meal. And the story ends with her in the hospital, and someone shows up as a very sick patient and is just a couple days before her death, and the woman simply looks at her, who is her patient, and says, "Happy Thanksgiving." And in that moment, that single mom knew exactly what she meant. It was the woman who was her neighbor in the apartment complex and just happened to notice that she was poor, she was struggling, and she needed a Thanksgiving meal, and so 15 years beforehand gave her a meal that changed her life. You and I have that opportunity every single day because God has been gracious to us. He's been generous, He's been abundant, He's gone above and beyond what we deserve. He's been gracious to us. And so 2 Corinthians chapter 9 says this: each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. You see, you and I have been given much, and so we can give much. We're not required, we're not demanded to give much, but rather we have the opportunity to give generously, not just of money and not just money to the church, but of our time, of our home, of our work, of our family, and definitely of our money and our treasure, our time and our talents. But we have such a great opportunity to give generously even this day. So it's Friday, we're here, we're hanging out, we're on Marco Island, it's a beautiful day. What will you do today to show God's love to your neighbor, to your coworker, because He's been generous to you? We would love it. We would be honored if you would join us at Marco Church, at Marco Presbyterian Church, every Sunday morning at 9 and 10:30, either online or in person. And what we're trying to do as a church body who don't deserve it, but God has given us much, we want to be generous with our lives. We want to live a generous life. And so join us on Sunday mornings, and even today, join us as we give generously from our lives to other people.